Hi friends, welcome back. Happy Friday to you. I am going to do a chronic illness must-haves video today. So all of the different tools and resources that I use on a daily basis to help keep my symptoms at bay, help me through emergency situations, and just help me feel as relaxed as physically possible. So I'm going to separate this into a couple of different categories, and we are going to get started off with, I think we'll just call it gadgets. So let's dive in. I keep this little basket. I'm in our guest room right now, which is right off of our living room, which is where I spend the majority of my time. And so it allows me to just pop in here and grab anything that I might need really quickly. So first things first, this is a portable heating pad. And so you can wrap it around your waist, or I've even done like a crossbody style to get like this part of my shoulder. It's battery operated, so it just uses like a USB-C to charge. This thing saves lives. Next up, this is an eye massager. It does like sort of like the air compression as well as some vibration, and then it'll also play music and it'll do some like air puffs if you want it to. This is really helpful when I have migraines or just pain behind my eyes. And I like to try to do this before I go to bed every single night. I'm not very good at it, I will admit, but it is a goal of mine. Next up, Theragun. This is not the brand name. I got this off of Amazon, but it's got a number of different types of heads that you can plug in so that you can massage yourself. It's got little diggers, little forkers, hand and wrist heaters. So you just put it on however tight you want it, and then you plug it into the wall, and then this thing heats up, and it is so incredible if you have any type of arthritis in your wrists or just any pain there whatsoever. It's also really nice in the winter when it is cold. And then the portable version of those same sort of hand heaters, these are wrist wraps as well. So they're adhesive, they stick onto your hands, and they last like 12 hours, I think. Yeah, I've left it on for a full day, and it has been very effective at keeping the pain at bay. All right, I'm in the same room. I just flipped the angle to the other side. So this is where the TV is. And then as you can see, this is the Gadget Station Central. My cat is making a bed out of, this is an infrared sauna heating blanket. Infrared sauna blanket, there it is. I usually use that thing daily, and it is phenomenal. It helps with blood flow, circulation, all of those good things. This is a neck/back massager. So it fits within the curvature of your neck, and then you just wrap your hands in here, get a nice little neck massage. This is also a back massager. It's a lumbar back massager. This is a foot massager. This thing is phenomenal. This is the hand massager and the wrist massager that I think I've shared with you guys before. It's got those little like acupuncture bumps in there. This wrist part inflates, so it'll massage your wrist. And then obviously your fingers and hands go in here, and it does different like blowing up things, massaging things, all of that good stuff. I use this one probably the most frequently out of everything that I own. Last thing in this room, you probably can't see me very well, and I apologize for that. But this is a vibration plate, and I first learned about these things through somebody at work who's a physical therapist, and it is really good at stimulating, draining your lymphatic system. So your body doesn't have a natural way to drain your lymphatic system, essentially. And so any type of movement, dry brushing, things like that can help get that stuff moving. So I've been building myself up on this. It is pretty intense, and I'm on the lowest level. I started out by doing just 1 minute for a couple of weeks, and now I'm up to 5. So I'll give you a little preview. So I just really focus on keeping my core engaged, and then also having a little bit of bend in my knees so that my knees don't lock up. So I do this every morning, and it has made a huge difference in terms of just like how I feel, getting that energy moving, getting it flowing, and it helps me sort of have a little bit more of a productive morning, and it helps sort of the brain fog settle away. Highly, highly recommend. It's just more of like an organization sort of structure, but I've got this little like pull-out drawer, and I actually bought this thing on Amazon, and you just like tape it into your cabinet and it creates a little drawer. These are some like detox with my mold protocol packets that I take every night. Got my little needle garbage sharps container situation, my little fun band-aids for my injections, needles. I've got the wipes, the alcohol pads. These are electrolytes, and so are all of these. And then these are like some histamine pills. So basically this just serves as like a really easy sort of like one-stop shop, and then my like daily pills and things are up there. So this keeps it nice and centralized, so I don't have to spend my time sort of walking all over the house to get what I need. I know I showed you guys this already before, but this is my emergency medication basket. It stays in our living room, and it's got just all of the things that I use on a daily basis. It's got my cortisol pills in there. We've got some CBD gummies. This is a peppermint oil rub for your temples if you get migraines. So we keep that right up here, close by. Okay, next up, we're gonna move on to some comfort items. Comfort for me is making sure that I have the right amount of compression in the right areas. With my dysautonomia, I tend to have a lot of like, I don't know, just like fullness or pressure in my like stomach area, and then a lot of blood pooling. So the blood pooling will either land in my stomach or it will land in my legs, which then causes heart rate and blood pressure fluctuations. So having all of the compression gear is very essential. So I've got these are knee sleeves. I wear these pretty frequently, especially on my right knee. These are for your elbows, ankles, 2 different types of hand compression gloves. These are a little bit looser and a little bit softer. And then these are a little bit more tight. I probably wear the hand compression gloves nightly. It helps with the synovitis or the swelling in my knuckles. And I also will put these on, and then I will use the hand massager. I forgot to mention that the hand massager has heat and fan. So if your hands are hot, it helps cool it down. If you need some heat to help like stiffness, it has that as well. I keep all of these things in this drawer right next to my bed. That is typically where I use them the most, is when I'm in bed. So it's nice to just have a dedicated drawer for that. And I think you guys know me well enough at this point to know that I love soft blankets. It is by far the most comforting thing for me. I have always been that way, and I've always had a problem with buying way too many blankets. But over the years, I've really focused on like investing in the higher ticket item or price item blankets, just because they last a lot longer. Like for example, this one is a Lola blanket, and it is so soft, but I've had it for a really long time, and it's not getting matted or gross or anything like that. But then we have this nice old big old basket of blankets as well. So this is the one that I sleep with. Oh my God. Okay, everything's fine. Here's another option. I have one other option, and then at the very bottom here, which I'm not going to pull out because I don't want to break my back, but it is a very large weighted blanket. Could not think of it to save my life there. So I use the weighted blanket every single night. I have for going on 10 years at this point, something I cannot sleep without. It just helps sort of with the anxiety, with the deep pressure that I need in order to relax so that I can fall asleep quickly. And then last but not least, for comfort items, at least in this room, heating pad. You want to make sure that you get a heating pad that you can also, it's also like a moist heating pad, meaning that you can take a wet washcloth and you can put it between the heating pad and your skin, and it operates as a moist heating pad. And the reason that that's important is, specifically for me, I use a lot of like arthritis creams and CBD creams and pain creams in general, and those don't absorb through your skin very well. They're not going through your bloodstream, and so you want to just amplify the amount that's being absorbed into your skin. And it has been life-changing for when I have like my ribs pop out of their place all the time, and it can cause like shooting pain and then pain for up to a couple of weeks. And that Voltaren plus the moist heating pad. All right, next up, mobility supports. I have 2 different types of canes. I don't use these all of the time, but if I'm experiencing a lot of like muscle weakness, or there's a lot of times where my left leg just decides not to work, or I've got numbness and tingling and can't feel either of my legs, these have been lifesavers. I took it on a cruise that I went on in February for the first time, like used it the entire time because of the rockiness of the ship. I have balance issues as well. Phenomenal. I took this one, which is a collapsible one, so it makes it super easy to travel with. It just breaks all the way down. And then it's got a wrap that you can wrap around it to keep it nice and compact. And then this one is a nicer one that I got from, I think it's like Style Sticks or something. I don't know. Obviously, I will link everything below. But this one lights up. I'm not going to do it right now because it takes a lot to get this thing off. So it's not super functional, but you pull this off. It's got a little flashlight on it and it lights up the cane. It's gold and sparkly and super cute. So this is my nicer one that I'll use like if I'm going out and want to be stylish. And then I know that you guys have seen this. I never know what to call this thing. Is it a hospital table? Is it a couch desk? Is it a portable desk? Anyway, this thing can lift up or down and just kind of rolls right under our furniture. And so we do tend to keep this here pretty often. As you can see, I have my blood pressure cuff and then a thermometer because I have to check my vitals 3 times a day. So this kind of follows me all over the house. And then I've had daily fevers, I don't know, for like 9 years. And so that's another thing that I'm tracking right now. So this stays here. And then I have chapsticks all over the house. I can literally see 3 as I'm looking around right now. But anyway, keep these everywhere. Keeps your lips nice and supple. The goal is to keep everything nice and close. And as you can see, we have 2 different spots set up here. This one has that body pillow under that blanket and a variety of different pillows. And then over here, we've got one of these back pillows, different type of blanket. It's a little bit smaller so that I can just sort of bop around the house with whatever my comfort needs are in that moment. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I know that I probably forgot like 15 things that I use on a daily basis. So I would love to hear from you guys. What are your must-haves? What are your go-tos? What help you feel better when you are feeling at your absolute worst? What are things that you use to support yourself so that you can leave the house with minimal pain? Thanks again for being here, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful and relaxing weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.